Rajam and Mani. Swaminathan and Mani sat aloof on the steps of river Sarayu, with their legs dangling in water.
I'm going to bring Rajam here.
Bundle him up and throw him into the river,
said Mani. Rajam was a fresh arrival in the first A. He had sauntered into the class on the reopening day of the second term, walked up to the last bench, sat beside Mani, and felt very comfortable indeed till Mani gave him a jab in the ribs, which he returned. He had impressed the whole class on the very first day. He was a newcomer. He dressed very well and came to the school in a car. This Rajam was a rival to Mani. In his manner to Mani, he assumed a certain nonchalance to which Mani was not accustomed. And add to all this, the fact that Rajam was a regular 70%er, second only to Sankar. All this lay behind his decision on the river step to bundle up Rajam and throw him into the river.
And that reminds me, you are in need of a little warning.
I find you hanging about that Rajam a bit too much.
Well, have a care for your limbs. That is all I can say.
Swaminathan broke into loud protestations. Did Mani think that Swaminathan could respect anyone but him? Mani, the dear old friend and guide? What made him think so? As far as Swaminathan could remember, he had never been within 3 yards of Rajam. Oh, there was no comparison between Rajam and Mani. This pleased Mani greatly. Swaminathan was to act as a cord of communication between Rajam and Mani. They were sitting in the last bench with their backs against the yellow wall. Mani wrote on a piece of paper, "Are you a man?" and gave it to Swaminathan, who pushed it across to Rajam, putting on as offensive a look as possible. Rajam read it, crumpled it and threw it away, at which Mani wrote another note, repeating the question with the addition, "You are an idiot if you don't answer this," and pushed it across. Rajam hissed into Swaminathan's face,
You idiot, don't disturb me,
and crumpled the letter. Further progress was stopped. Swaminathan paid no attention to the rest of the lessons. When the work of the day was over, Swaminathan, Mani and Rajam adjourned to a secluded spot to say what was in their minds. Swaminathan stood between them and acted as the medium of communication. Mani faced Swaminathan steadily and asked,
Are you a man?
Swaminathan turned to Rajam and repeated,
Are you a man?
Rajam flared up and shouted.
Which idiot doubts it?
Swaminathan turned to Mani and said ferociously,
Which idiot doubts it?
Have you the courage to prove that you are a man?
Asked Mani. Swaminathan turned to Rajam and repeated it.
How?
Meet me at the river near Nalappa's grove tomorrow evening.
What for?
Asked Rajam.
To see if you can break my head. Oh, to pieces.
Said Rajam.
So, we may expect you at the river tomorrow.
Said Swaminathan.
Yes.
Rajam assured them. Mani wanted to know if the other would come with guards. No, he would not. And Mani voiced another doubt.
If anything happens to you, will you promise to keep it out of your father's knowledge?
Rajam promised after repudiating the very suggestion that he might act otherwise. Nalappa's grove stood a few yards before them. Swaminathan and Mani were squatting on the sand. Mani was staring at the ground with a small wooden club under his arm. Mani thought he would content himself with breaking Rajam's limbs and leaving him to his fate. If he should batter his head, who was going to find it out? Unless, of course, he cast a sly look at Swaminathan, who was blinking innocently. Unless, of course, Swaminathan informed the police. At the sound of the creaking of boots, they turned and found that Rajam had come with an air gun. He stood very stiff and said,
Here I am, ready.
You are late. Yes. We will start.
Rajam shouldered his gun and fired a shot in the air. Mani was startled.
You heard the shot?
Asked Rajam.
The next is going to be into your body if you are keen upon a fight.
But this is unfair. I have no gun while you have. It was to be a hand-to-hand fight. Then why have you brought your club? You never said anything about it yesterday.
Money hung down his head.
What have I done to offend you?
Asked Rajam.
You called me a sneak before someone. That is a lie.
There was an awkward pause.
If this is all the cause of your anger, forget it. I won't mind being friends. Nor I,
Said Money. Swaminathan gasped with astonishment. In spite of his posing before Money, he admired Rajam intensely and longed to be his friend. Now this was the happiest conclusion to all the unwanted trouble. He danced with joy. Rajam lowered his gun and Money dropped his club. To show his goodwill, Rajam pulled out of his pocket 6 biscuits. The 3 friends sat eating and glowing with new friendship. Swaminathan felt at perfect peace with the world.